Alrighty, welcome everybody to Saturday Night Fight Night. We are watching SpaceForce take on Silent but Deadly in a what I'm hoping is going to be a good matchup. This is my first cast of the Season 8. I'm excited to get things rolling. However, we are still waiting on a lobby, so we're going to go over a couple of things here. First, the pick bans are in, and we have SpaceForce banning... Let's see if I get this right. SpaceForce is banning Tanker, and Silent but Deadly is banning Cargo. So the two smaller maps, we've seen a lot of Tanker played this season, so it's out, sadly. I actually really wanted to cast it, even though it's hard to do. I was looking forward to playing some Tanker, casting some Tanker. So those are both out. We do not know what map 1 is yet. Yeah. I remember how to press all these buttons and do things. Let's see how this goes. The other match that was going on today was not casted, unfortunately, but it was the return of Gunning on Empty, our Australian team, I believe. I think that's right. I was not around when they were first playing, but they made a comeback and they are now playing again in this season. So shout out to them. Congrats for getting the team back together. And speaking of getting a team back together, let's take a look at this match page. We have had some changes on both rosters. On the SpaceForce side, let's see. Hoonie Half Destructor, Diesel, Driver, and Vector. I think they were all on the team last season. I don't know if Malcriado was a pickup in the offseason or if he got picked up last season. I cannot remember. But let me know, chat, if you know. And Sergeant Vanover also don't remember if he was on the team last season or not. And then on the Silent but Deadly side, we have 4Q, Officer Statham, 35, who I think is a new pickup, Enoch, Lionheart PC, not to be confused with the Lionheart VR, the reservist, and Steve 3242. I know Silent but Deadly had a huge roster change-up, so I don't remember. I know 4Q and Officer Statham have been on the team. I don't know how long the other members have been playing on that team. See what's happening. What is happening in the Onward verse? Yep, no idea what's going on. We are still waiting. The teams are taking their sweet time. There we go. There is a lobby. Let's hop into the war room and show you what we're doing. We are kicking it off today in Bazaar. Map 1 is going to be Bazaar. A well-rounded map for those of you that are new to the game or don't have a lot of experience playing these maps competitively. Bazaar has both straight long shots down the streets, tight corners, a lot of buildings that you can get into, so a lot of that's what I'm looking for, concealment and cover, close quarters combat, all kinds of stuff, honestly. We'll take a second to look at what the teams have for their rosters in a second. Flying around. Pre-game flying around. Shout out to everyone in chat. I see a lot of you commenting, talking. There will not be any Snow Peak tonight, Pwnecake, because Snow Peak is currently disallowed in the league and not available via map selection because it is being rebaked for new lighting. However, it is one of my favorite maps, and I really hope that they get it fixed and done well. There have been huge changes on all the maps. The lighting changes are very nice. Some of it still needs a little bit of work, but overall, the effect is positive, in my opinion. No more needing night vision at daytime, and all that fun stuff. Alrighty. So it looks like we do have a reservist on the... Oh, what team is that? On the... Words are hard, folks. On the Silent but Deadly side, we have Silent Knight taking his reservist role. And we saw him play reservist in a Blaze matchup. Global Chem versus Blaze, I believe he played in as well. Check my stats real quick. Yes, he did play for Blaze. Former member of Animal House, now free agent. Silent Knight, one of the new Season 8 reservists that have taken a step back from their teams and just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, gone free agent, I guess is the best term to describe it. While we wait, I'll also give a shout out to our sponsors, ProTube VR and VR Cover, who help keep the VR Master League alive, as well as all you lovely folks in chat that send those biddies in, fight those biddy wars, show me your biddies. I mean, whatever you want. Thanks, chat, for letting me know who's new on the SpaceForce side. It sounds like Hooney half, Destructor, Diesel, Driver, and Vanover were original SpaceForce, and Invector Z and Malcriado are new. So I was close. I don't keep track of teams. It's hard. And it looks like we have a reservist on the SpaceForce side as well. The other Lionheart VR. This is going to get very confusing, folks. Both Lionheart VR and Lionheart PC are playing in this match. And I'm going to lose it. I'm going to call one thing 1 and one thing 2. I'll show you dead air trading. If the teams would join when they were supposed to, we wouldn't have dead air. We're ready and rearing to go. All right, we're gonna give you all a little fly around on Bazaar. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, how long have I been muted? I have been talking to myself forever. Well, I have been describing things. I don't know when I cut myself off. So we're just gonna throw it away. That's all gone. It's done. No more talking about the map. And we are starting round number 1 on map 1. So as I was saying to myself, there are 2 spawns on this map, one on each side of that center street on the south side. So most teams are going to decide which way they want to go based on where their spawn is.
Second. Don't get shot.
And we're gonna have some people push up. Hooney Hap with his freakishly tall body is going to try and get some long shots right there. Not catching anyone, however. Diesel getting very aggressive, getting up into across from Blue Room. Silent right there next to him in a also very aggressive play. Diesel, I don't think knows he's there. 4Q also in a very aggressive position at the front or southwest side of Bazaar, tucked in there. Let's take a look. All these shots from Driver definitely doing some distracting work, pulling the team's attention towards the west while the rest of the team gets set up. Booney trying to pick some shots off. I don't know what he's shooting at. There is no one there. Maybe he just thought he saw something. Silent has now moved out and is hanging out by the crack. Almost catches Lionheart out. They definitely know where he is, and he is in a very tight position because he's got people on all sides of him. Here. Sorry about that. Sorry. Here we go. Mal. Well, he was inside the building, but he gets Steve as he runs right past him. Silent now looking through the crack, trying to pick up. There's a shot there. You can shoot that way if someone crosses. It's a very quick reaction time because that's a very small crack. Diesel's coming back out, however, to take out Silent. Gets the peek, he takes him out. Silent but Deadly is down 2. SpaceForce still have 5 up. Driver moving across the street now while the distraction shots have come out. Has now got past 4Q. Oh, but he's getting loud. He's getting aggressive. He's coming right at 4Q. Gets the smoke out. 4Q's still tucked in. He knows he's right there. Does not have his gun up. Lionheart, however, taking down 4Q in the smoke. A team kill. Maybe getting a little antsy. He's now down to 2 members of Silent but Deadly. Enoch over here on the west side of Bazaar, and Lionheart PC running around the objective trying to maintain it because you can cap from both upstairs and downstairs. Mal, Capper Extraordinaire, is moving in from the rear, the north side of the kiosk, while Lionheart Other runs directly inside and goes upstairs. Oh, he's up there. This is it. This is a cap. All he has to do is type his code in. There were the clicks on the radio. You saw his hand move to his shoulder. Look at that smoke placement. Why is Diesel shooting at Lion? Some close team kills. They have 2 members capping. Mal is typing downstairs. Wow, SpaceForce taking the first 2 points. That was intense. SpaceForce is now up 2 points. A strong start on Bazaar. Again, I apologize for muting myself while flying around the map and describing the game. Looks like we had a drop on the SpaceForce side. While we wait to get the member of SpaceForce back in, SpaceForce is on the defense now. Same objective, and the spawns are southeast or southwest, either one. Now, let's talk about the Silent but Deadly defense that just happened, though. Silent Knight making a bold move, getting up into that blue room on the southeast side of the Bazaar is very difficult, especially when Hooneyhalf was watching that window. I don't know how he got past. Oh, I guess there was smoke there. But that's a super aggressive play. And the same thing with 4Q, moving all the way up to the south end of the Bazaar. It puts you in a good spot if the rest of your team stays alive, but if you have to flank back to objective, it leaves you really exposed. And especially if your team goes down and they come in from the north side of the kiosk, you can't see them. They could be in the building and you have to come all the way back running across the Bazaar. It's a hard spot to hold, in my opinion. it was Hooneyhalf that dropped as he was playing in the last round. Let's see who they bring in, if they're having technical difficulties or moving someone around. Roster changes. Yes, chat. I am banning this. Lionheart can never play Lionheart in a game ever. I'm banning it. Caster ruling. The real question is, did they both have the same inspiration for their name, or did they just both come up with it randomly? So, okay, so let's talk about the pick bans. So we've got Tanker and Cargo banned, close range maps. We're playing Bazaar. Let's see, this is SpaceForce's map choice. And they scored on their own map choice. So next up, I'm thinking Silent but Deadly wants to play... I want to say Suburbia, but they banned Cargo, so maybe they're not as confident on smaller maps. That's the word I was looking for, confident. And if that's the case, I see a Quarantine as the next map. I don't think either of these teams have good statistics on Subway. But I'm assuming it was just banned because no one wants, or it wasn't banned because they don't expect the other team to play it anyways. Let's take a look here. So SpaceForce picked this one, Bazaar, and it is their best round win percentage. And Silent but Deadly has their best round win percentage on, well, it's actually Suburbia. So maybe we will see some Suburbia next. Although SpaceForce played Suburbia a lot more overall all time than Silent but Deadly has. So I don't know, maybe we'll just have to see. Now, these are both silver tier teams. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. SpaceForce is number 8 worldwide, and Silent but Deadly. Wait, I gotta look at last season's. This season's standings aren't accurate yet. So as of last season, Silent but Deadly was 22 worldwide, and SpaceForce was 17 worldwide, with a difference in MMR of 10 points. So relatively close. SpaceForce, however, last season got in a ton of games. They had 20 games played all season long, won 11, lost 9, and Silent but Deadly only had 11 games played total, and won 6, lost 5. So a lot more experience from the SpaceForce side last season, although they did have roster change-ups in between the seasons, so, you know, maybe that's not all translated over, but still. It looks like we finally have everyone back in the lobby. Looking at the scoreboard, I guess Huni dropped, so I can't look at this as accurate, but there were only 3 members of Silent but Deadly killed, and only 1 kill on their side. Alrighty, let's hop.
Line, you pushing the left or what are you doing? Line?
I'm gonna hang out here on the north wall.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in that little door right there.
I don't know what hotkey it is, but it keeps muting me and I'm not happy. I will have to fix that. Anyways, I am here. And now I was just noticing, if anyone watched Nightfire's cast of SMC versus Legionnaires last night, the names did not follow the camera. However, here, they seem to do that. So I'm gonna have to figure out what's different between our settings. But anyways, we are gonna watch Silent but Deadly creep up on the far west side. They've got 2 members here in this kill box area, and 2 more pushing up on the far west side. They know that Hunihaf is there, I think. They threw a nade. They definitely hear him. And he seems to be the only member of SpaceForce that's gotten aggressive and gone for a flank. The rest of them are pretty tight on objective. Not super tight, but Huni's going to see 1. He takes down 4Q. Rotating away.
There's more here.
Steve is now looking for him. Steve picking up Hunihaf. Now the nice thing about what Hunihaf was doing there was that he didn't actually have to oh crap, I missed that. Lionheart takes up Huni's position and takes down Steve. What Huni didn't have to do was take out anymore. The Lionhearts are definitely looking at each other now. I think Lionheart PC is going to win this trade. And he does. Lionheart PC takes down Lionheart VR. Driver picking up Silent Knight. And Enoch. There's only 1 member of Silent but Deadly left, and that's Lionheart PC. However, he has a pretty good approach still. Only 1 member between him and OBJ. You are broken. Why? Oh, it's so tiny. Look at that. Look at it. It's vertical. That's funky. All right. Back to this guy. Lionheart PC, what are you going to do? When, as I said, the names were fixed, now they are broken. Look at that. I wasn't going crazy earlier, right? They were working. Traden, you can't join me in casting because I would just yell at you the whole time. Lionheart comes around the corner and takes out Malcriado. There's nothing between him and objective. He needs to take this chance and get upstairs. The rest of the team comes rushing in. SpaceForce knows what to do. Diesel's checking upstairs. Oh, but he could do it from right there. He could cap from right there. Oh, Diesel came downstairs. Oh, death from above, and Diesel gets Lionheart PC. SpaceForce maintain their lead 3-0. All right, while we are waiting here, we're gonna test something. I want to figure out what that stupid hotkey is that keeps muting me, and I think it's this one. Yep, every time I go to gameplay, it mutes my audio. And that is because I'm on the wrong one, I believe. Bear with me as I swap this real quick. All right, let's hop back to the scoreboard. And then hit this hotkey, and it doesn't mute me. There we go. All set for round number 3. Yeah, had to do some math there. It's a little slow. We have this ice cream truck objective here. Wait. It looked like they spawned in dead. The weird one. Never seen that one before. Speaking of the race cap from the first round, Lionheart did get it, not Malcriado. I was not sure which one actually got the cap because they were both typing in the code. Let's see what SpaceForce has in store.
Yeah, really. Guys, have the good smokes. Not everybody on the other side. Not everybody on the other side. Really, just throw it next to you here in the alley. Yeah. Okay. That's where we need the smoke.
You're gonna need to smoke for the cross. Silent but Deadly getting a little pushy, sending one on the far south. Diesel goes down to Silent as he takes that window on the objective building. Shots come back out from Lionheart. These smokes are not working here. That is a lot of missing coverage. Let's look at it from this side. There's a lot of missing coverage. Cooney half picking up Steve. Steve was one on the far south. He poked his head out a little too far right there. Was definitely in a good spot to stop this cross, but unfortunately he is down. He is just down though. He could call out everyone that's moving across here. Lionheart getting up, coming up to the corner. 4Q taking down Mal. Enoch in a good spot right there. Gonna be waiting for Lionheart. Driver trying to find 4Q here. These are those close quarters combats I was talking about. Driver's trying to peer through the window. Lionheart downing Lionheart. Hooney knifing Steve, finishing him off. Driver of car picking up 4Q, and Lionheart picking up Enoch. Driver picking up Silent Night, and it's over. That's map 1. Wow. That was so fast. I don't think I've seen a push through that alley go that well. At least not in a while. Yes, my predictions were correct. We are going into map 2. Quarantine. apparently, when Onward updates the game, you lose all of your camera mappings. Have to redo them. Fun stuff. So we are in quarantine. Probably my favorite map. It's a toss-up right now, but I think quarantine takes it. It allows you. It's got long-range engagement. It allows you to do squad-based movement. A lot of movement can be done without even being seen. It's got high ground on the roof. Just a lot of good tactical options that if you play well as a team, it really plays into this map. I think that the teamwork makes this map what it is over individual skill. And this is one of those maps that also relies heavily on callouts. Having good callouts so you can pinpoint people, like basically as if you're calling in an airstrike on someone. And also with the new graphical update, this map looks great. However, they did remove the trees because they were having issues. I don't remember what they were, but they were. So they are not part of this beautiful game as of right now. There is no roster change from map 1 to map 2. All the same people are in on both teams. I always laugh at my own jokes, Vivian, because I'm funny. All right, SpaceForce on the defense. Round 1, map 2. Silent but Deadly getting, my opinion, the better spawn, the north side of the street, which allows them to go up to the roof and cross to the center. SpaceForce using a lot of utility to cross the south street, even though no one's there. Mal and Diesel setting up in what I would call it unorthodox positions. I've never seen anyone take the spot that Mal is taking right away. That seems super risky. I don't know. Because they could just walk. I mean, that berm there, he can't see them. They could come all the way around that side. Now, they're not choosing to do that as of right now. They are moving slowly. 4Q is shooting at something. A dangerous spot to peek. Your head is super, super visible. However, Silent but Deadly has both high grounds. They have the north roof and the south wing controlled. None of SpaceForce has moved up aggressively. They are all sitting on objective and covering, which is a good defense on their part. Sometimes it pays off to have someone aggressive, get up to the tank courtyard maybe. I've seen Arsenic do some work there. Or even up to this turbine right here and just hang out in it. In what I've heard referred to as a passive flank, because you let the people get past you and then you're in a good spot to shoot them in the butt. Got one on the far north wall, one going up towards turbine, who is cheating and not being highlighted. Look at that. Where's your name? 4Q. These two, Lionheart and Enoch, Lionheart PC and Enoch, hanging out, center burning. I mean, I think they're just killing time, waiting for someone to get pushy. Driver picking up Silent as he got pushy. Lionheart VR missing his shots on the guy crossing far north, Enoch. But Mal is going to be ready for him. Let's see what happens here. I think Mal's going to be ready for him. Steve! That's not Enoch, that's Steve! Steve downing one in the hotel. Hooney downing Enoch on the center burning. South side of glass, sorry. I don't know if Steve knows that Mal is here. That could be a very big problem. Oh, but the res is coming out. He's going in. Mal gets Diesel back up. Gonna get who? You should see him. He's totally backlit against that building. But now he's got two people shooting at him. He takes down Mal. But Diesel finishes him up. Actually, Hooney picks him up and Diesel finishes him off. Now Diesel gets the res on Mal. They've both resed each other. Like good little soldiers. Got Lionheart right there. 5 up on the SpaceForce defense still. Driver's in those hills. He's getting really aggressive, although he's got the building to cover him. So I guess it's not super aggressive. He's pretty hard to see. Diesel picking up Lionheart PC as he crosses. And now the cross across the street. It's 4Q making his last stand. He's the last member standing on Silent but Deadly. I don't think he knows how many guns are trained on him right now. I mean, they have every angle covered as far as I can tell. And now they know exactly where he is. Driver is going for a wide flank on the south side to be able to pinch him when he crosses this opening here. I just pointed at my screen, folks. I have lost my mind. Cannot see what I'm doing. He takes a shot. He takes another. He's dead. Diesel picking up 4Q. And keeping SpaceForce in the lead. That's 5 unanswered points now, I think. That is 5 unanswered points. I don't want to call it a runaway game, but that's kind of what that is. So, what do you think, chat? Do you think that Silent but Deadly can make a comeback and stop this roll that SpaceForce is on? This is their map pick. This is Silent but Deadly's choice. So, one would think that they're good at it. We're looking at the kill spread right now. On the SpaceForce side, so no kills on Silent but Deadly. SpaceForce, Diesel picked up 3 there. So he was doing work. Mirrored spawns. Round number 2.
Oh, that was horrible. I'll rehear that.
It's just like last round.
Restart.
These smokes.
That's their team. Oh well. Yeah, they surrendered anyway.
What happened?
They lost a guy.
We did have a drop on the SpaceForce side. So once again, we have seen that no one can throw smokes from there to there accurately. That's the hardest point of this entire match, is to get your smokes on the street. Once again, loading into round number 2. Let's see if you get it right this time. Oh, that's those won't work. I mean, the smokes are unnecessary, but they don't know that. Let's look at their spread. Lionheart PC crossing the street. Silent. So this is the defense I kind of expect from this. Steve is getting shot at. He got hit. He had to use his drugs already. Keep track of that. Silent getting up into the glass building objective area, and Steve getting into the turbine. Both giving them cover from pretty much everywhere except back at objective, which is a good spot. Silent picks up Hooney half as he crosses.
One dead, one dead.
He tries to get Mal, but Mal picks him up.
There's another one mid with me.
Mal finishes him off. SpaceForce doing a good job of bounding cover here. Driver and Mal playing off of each other, moving up under cover and smoke. Looks like Mal's gonna go for it. He's gonna redirect the smoke, I think. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, but Steve finds Mal in the back, takes him down with 2 shots. Let's see what Driver does now. He knows where the shots came from, but I don't know if he knows exactly that they're in the turbine, or if they were in the general area of the cement trucks, or what used to be cement trucks and are now tow trucks. Driver getting hit. Steve going down, though. A good trade. Well, not a trade. He just got hit. Driver confirming that he got that guy. SpaceForce 3 up. Silent but deadly 3 up. Driver scavenging some smokes. Get out of my way. Ooh, sweet Jesus. Diesel moving up now. Got a pretty good approach. The one guy they're gonna have to worry about is this guy. Can we get a camera on this guy? Oh
The uplink or anyone?
my God. First off, if you miss, this is your worst spot to be. But he gets Diesel.
I got one down, one down.
I'm not sure that that's a legal. Well, I guess if he got into it, we'll see if he can get out of it. But never mind. Driver goes down. I was gonna say Driver's just walking up on objective, but he got. Last man. Here we go. SpaceForce. Lionheart VR. Lionheart Prime. Lionheart 1.0. Look at that dance. Look at that peak dance. Look at him dance. That's how the pros play, people. That's it right there. That's it. They just spin around in circles. All right, what is he gonna have to contend with? He didn't go back for the res on his man, but I don't think it would have been a smart move. It would have been a lot of time wasted. He knows that Enoch is over here somewhere. I don't know if he's going to be expecting him way back there. Also not visible from where Lion is at. He is looking. Shout out to everyone in chat. Thanks for stopping by and watching on a Saturday night. I am East Coast, so it's like 9 o'clock right now for me. So it's, you know, later in the day. But for you West Coast people, now you got on and started hanging out. Lionheart getting shot by Lionheart. Silent but Deadly picking up their first point of the series. And doing it with 3 still up. Maybe it's the objective. We'll see. New objective, who dis? So they've stopped the forward momentum that SpaceForce has had. Can they continue to roll back and take point after point on quarantine? They need to win this map to go to the last map. I mean, to go to the last map to decide the series. If they lose this, if they lose the series, they still play that last map for the MMR juice. The kill spread here on the Silent but Deadly side, perfectly even spread, everyone having 1 kill each. On the SpaceForce side, Diesel is still leading with 3. Round number 3. Map 2. Silent but Deadly spawning in what used to be called Crater is no longer a crater, but still referenced as such because we don't like to change our callouts because we are lazy. It's gonna let SpaceForce have pretty good control of the map, move up in their defensive positions. They got that call out on spawn. Is there anyone going for it? No, there's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There they are. Yeah. No one taking roof. No one taking west approach. That wireframe back there. They're just letting Silent but Deadly come to them, which is a good play, especially on this objective. I think you can hold it from very close, and having overlapping cones of fire is the way to go. Getting too spread out leaves gaps. You don't want gaps. Gaps are bad. We've got the whole Silent but Deadly squad up here in the north. Oh, and Enoch getting a little happy and taking down 4Q. Oh, he's not going to be happy about that.
I was just trying to fire at him. I didn't see one, but I just shot to be safe.
Here comes a smoke grenade. That had been a nicely cooked airburst frag. Steve picking up Diesel on the west approach. There goes counter smokes. Where are you going, Silent? Want to get that one? Yeah, redirect that smoke. I'm pretty sure there was just some more team fire happening. But I digress. Silent's running up on the cockpit. He's got Lionheart VR and driver of car right here to deal with. Lionheart picking up driver in the backside though. A great pick at a great time. Silent staying alive. The SpaceForce defense is starting to crumble. I don't know where to look. There's too much action going on. It's gotta be it right here. Mal picking up Lionheart from the stairs. Hooney looking. Oh, Steve headshot, one down. Mal's right there though. And a trade goes out. Mal and Steve both down. It is all up to Silent Knight. Silent versus, or no, Enoch. Sorry, Enoch versus Lionheart VR. Enoch the team killer. Two minutes, 28 seconds left on the clock. He has plenty of time to roll around. See what he's gonna do. He's in a good spot. If he gets up in the center burning and gets on the second floor, he might. Oh, I think that was a unintentional discharge. Desk pop. Maybe not. Maybe he sees him. He gets up in that center burning, he might have a better chance. Oh, look at that grenade. Oh. Let's see what Enoch can do. Nope. Enoch is dead.
That was my turn, wasn't it?
SpaceForce taking another point. Silent but Deadly doing a good job there, taking out the defense one by one. The only problem was the team kill, which limited their numbers. If they had one more up still, they definitely would have had the two-man advantage. But that's how the dice fall. Yeah, you roll with it. We all know that team kills do happen. Vivian, MMR juice is grape flavored. I know you're hearing this 6 minutes behind your question, but it's definitely grape flavored. Also, chat, let me know. This is my first cast of the season, and I didn't do any prep work with Buxton about my audio, so besides the game muting myself, how do I sound compared to game audio? Let me know if anything's off, or just tell me that I sound sexy and keep listening. Those are your options. Right now, the score is 6-1. SpaceForce taking all 4 points on Bizarre, 2 points on Quarantine, to Silent but Deadly's 1 on Quarantine. Looking at the score spread, or the kill spread now, Steve, the man with the suppressed sniper rifle. I think he was using a sniper. He was using an SKS previously. Last round, I think he had a scope on his M16. He was getting headshots, some nice one-hit kills. He now has 4 points. 4 kills, sorry. 4 kills, leading his team to victory. Hopefully, we'll see. See if they can keep taking points away from SpaceForce. How excited is everyone for this new season to start? I know most teams should have already had their games in, I think. Let me look at the matches schedule real quick. Yeah, we only have a few more games left in week 1 tomorrow, which I may or may not pick up, is Beginners versus Vikings at 2 Eastern. Also, Pacifist versus Dead Logic, casted by Nightfire and Seth Bowden at 2 o'clock. Phantoms versus VRAth at 3:30. SMC Tactical versus Danglers at 8:30. And Fury versus Mayhem at 9:30. And almost all those games are casted. So make sure to tune in for all of that sweet, sweet action. We are going into round number 4 on map 2. SpaceForce getting the advantageous spawn here. They are right behind roof, which I think if Silent but Deadly doesn't plan for, then they're at least going to lose one man when he runs up here. It's just a super aggressive position. Driver throws a nade out. Lionheart knows they're there. He's getting his gun ready. Let's see if he can pick anybody up. He made it to a very good spot. He needs to hold it. One down. Driver goes down. Now he should back out. Steve picking up Diesel, crossing the street. Silent but Deadly doing a good job of holding this offensive spawn in their spawn, not letting him get across. Let's see. Where is Mal? Lionheart's looking. Should see him any second now. Mal is in the open, but Mal wins the trade. Lionheart goes down. Where's the other guy? There he is. Alrighty. That guy is down but not out, Diesel. But if Lionheart VR tries to go for him, he might get killed. Steve has a very good line on that position. But whoever that is, Diesel, should be calling him out very, very well. Silent has moved up in the burning rubble and is now putting shots onto that position as well from the south side, putting some decent pressure on it. Lionheart goes down. Mal up behind him now. Oh, but 4Q picks him up on the backside. A good defensive spot. I don't know what those smokes were doing. Those are defensive smokes that are making it easier for Huni to get this. But he goes down. Diesel's up. Diesel's prone. He's trying not to act like he's alive. Oh, and he gets him. Wow. That is the luckiest res I think I've seen in a while. Oh, but Silence on the backside. Diesel is pinched. A nice nade coming in. Ooh, so close. So close. There are 3 members of Silent but Deadly up, all in good positions here. Silent in the glass courtyard, 1 at ambulance. Enoch and 4Q back on the objective. Oh, Diesel gets Silent though. What is he gonna do now? 4Q coming out, leaving objective, getting aggressive, running down the street. What is he doing? Oh, Diesel's coming. See if Enoch team kills again. Diesel lets his position be known. Enoch's looking for him. 4Q is just creeping. 4Q should see him any second now, and he is out. Silent but Deadly. Take a point. A very strong defense from what I thought would be the worst option, honestly, for Silent but Deadly. The worst spawn that SpaceForce would have had against them with that quick behind the roof spawn. I did not have much faith. We now have the gas station garage objective. And yeah, SpaceForce on the defense. They've been doing pretty well on their defense. Their defensive strategies have been a little, what is the word I used earlier? Not normal. What's the word for not normal? I cannot believe that you used my legal name in chat, Vivian. Jeez. Jeez. Uh-huh. Yeah. We are hopping into round number 5 on map 2 now. What's a good word for not normal, chat? Give me something. I can't think of it right now. Ooh, quick south spawn and giving away their position with smokes. Let's see if SpaceForce reacts correctly. Trying to get him in the cross. 1, 2 to make it across. Ooh, another one's going for it now. Oh, but he's stuck. Is he stuck? He's behind the Humvee. He made it as well. While all of that was happening, they did get very close on the south side. Silent is now on the plane wing. Diesel picks up 4Q. Silent's looking at that objective. Bet he's got those numbers memorized. Diesel picks up Steven. They made it across the south street, but Diesel then pushed up into the glass tank courtyard and just caught them on their second cross. And he now has a very good position to push a flank. He just crosses south. There are only 3 members of Silent but Deadly up. I see 2. Where's the last guy at? Oh, he's on the roof. Enoch made it to the roof. Lionheart seeing Silent and shooting at him. It's definitely in a tight spot there, Silent. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. That berm, which I don't believe was there before, giving a little bit of cover for a position very close to objective. However, Enoch picking up Diesel, clearing out that tank courtyard. Silent has to deal with Driver, who's holding a very tight angle here. Too tight. Silent got it. Mal is on objective too. It is now up to Enoch behind the roof, and Lionheart PC, who stands just about as much of a chance of getting into that objective as Silent did, because that angle that Driver is holding is super tight, and without any kind of utility to hold him off. No smokes. Let's see. What do you got? What do you got? You do not have any smokes. And then you still have to deal with Mal, who's tucked in on objective. As well as this guy, Lionheart VR, who's watching for that South Cross right there. They've got all their angles pretty well handled. Now, if Enoch started putting shots onto them and picking them off one at a time, then maybe they would get distracted and start pulling their attention to the north. But I don't think they're worried about him on the roof, honestly. They're all tucked in. They're safe. They don't even need to worry about him. Let's see. Oh, Mal and Lion trade. I think Mal got a little jumpy there. Lion down on objective, able to call out all these positions, but I don't know if callouts are going to be enough. There we go. Lionheart taking down Lionheart. Finishing him off. Now it's just Enoch. Creeping up. He's getting closer. He's got 3 to deal with. Oh, I didn't know you could go over that. That changes things. Let's see what Enoch sees. Honestly, at this point, across. Yeah. No, like a sneaky snake crawl right to here. And he's set for life. And being a tie game 2-2. Oh, he pulled a grenade though. The smoke trails give away where he's at. Now they are all going to be trained on him. Hooney, however, not noticing anything. He goes for this. Lion's gonna peek. I think Lion saw him. Oh, and he ran. Lionheart downing Enoch, and then SpaceForce taking another point. Man, so close. If he would have just kind of creeped up there, I think he could have had it. But that's what we see from caster vision. Boots on the ground may have a different view of the battlefield. Who is... All right, we are hopping into round number 6. SpaceForce getting the behind the roof spawn again. Different objective, but I don't know if that's a better spawn or a worse spawn. Silent but Deadly getting into position. Sending one. I'm assuming this is Silent over here. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, who called it? That's Silent right there.
Okay, it might be north then.
Oh. I wonder if Silent can see him. That'd be an impressive shot, and I would be very salty if I was on the roof and got hit by this guy. Position that I normally forget about. I'm stuck. Shots. Yep, Silent took the shots. He just didn't get him. Ooh, these names are super annoying now. Lionheart, VR, looking for Silent. Catches him out in the open. Lionheart takes one down. Silent is out. 4Q picking up Hooney half.
One down at mile.
Nobody gets across the south side here. I think that every body that I snap into just stops the spectate from working on them. Let's test this theory. Hop into Diesel here. Or Mal. Okay, then they're looking at... They know he's there. Look at that nade. Nade's a little too far. Diesel picks up Enoch in the center, though. Diesel should definitely hear him. 4Q picking up Mal. There's this window. Oh, Driver picking up... From where? From the roof? Yeah, that's non-bulletproof glass there, people. There's this berm here if you're tall enough, though, that you can get up on, and it only exposes your head and makes you a very hard target. So now, what do we have? 1, 2 on objective, with 1 moving up on it from behind. Steve, standing out, is going to get shot. In 3, 2, 1. No? Okay. I tried. Actually, I don't think Lion can see him because of that, a gas pump. Also... Oh, but Lion downs Lionheart. And now Steve knows that he's there. A frag? Or smoke? That's a smoke. What is going on with these smokes? And Lionheart headshot Steve in the back. SpaceForce take the second map and the series. With a nice kill spread. Diesel and Lionheart, 8 and 7. Hooney half, none. All right, so SpaceForce took both maps, and we're now heading into the third and final. Oh yes, thanks chat. I forgot about that. I will use that on the next map. Oh, sorry folks. Oh, I tried to mute my mic, but I couldn't. We are going into the last map, which is... Man, I blew out my eyeballs on that one. The last map is Suburbia. There we go. Righty, we are waiting on a couple people to hop into the lobby, and we will be kicking this last map off. This is only for the sweet, sweet MMR juice. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. Looks like we are waiting on their reservists to get in here. Silent is currently not in the lobby. Waiting on him. Maybe they are changing it up. I don't know how teams work. I am just a player now, no longer a captain. I have given up my Cats and Hats captaincy, if you did not know that. Yes, if someone would let me know how you actually turn off Steam notifications. I can't figure out how to change my status. Is that how you do it? I don't know. Don't know how I set my Steam notifications to off. So I apologize for... Ah! There we go. I think I fixed it. No more notifications. At least my Windows is activated. Also, peep that sick animated logo that Silent but Deadly is using in tonight's game, courtesy of their favorite caster, the man with 3 nips. I run the fun stuff, people. You want the fun casts? You ask for me. Alright, so we're going to talk about the map. We are playing Suburbia. Suburbia is the smallest of the 3 maps that we have played tonight. Bazaar has some close quarters combat, but is a relatively larger map. It's a medium map, but the lines of sight are longer in a lot of places. Suburbia is very close and cramped. It has 4 lanes, or 4.5, depending on who you talk to. But it's really fun, and the remodel of all the stuff makes this map even better, in my opinion. Here we go. We are in round 1, map 3. No pre-fire coming out. This is burning porch objective right there on the right side of my screen. And nobody is going for it. Also, we only have 4 members of Silent but Deadly playing. This is the weirdest defense I've seen. Driver is up on... I don't really know what to say about this. This is just unorthodox. That's the word I was looking for earlier, people. Unorthodox. Driver is just gonna run up on the porch and cap. Yeah, he's just typing it in. Lionheart downing Hooney half. Enoch downing Lionheart. Everyone else is dying, but Driver's just typing away. I think he's updating his Facebook status. It's taking him forever. There we go. All right, we're going to have to keep track of this, folks. Longest cap of the season so far, since we are only in week 1, goes to, who was that? Driver of car. You currently hold the slowest cap of the season. Whoever holds it at the end of the season gets awarded a brown star. Trying to think back to last season, who was the slowest cap. I remember one from, I want to say the semifinals or the Button Cup. Actually, I think if I hit replay on here, it comes up. Let's see if this comes up right. Replay. Is this it? Inside the wall, that is not it. Saved his life. Well, I thought it was. I tried. Anyways, back to gameplay. Round number 2. On the 3rd and final map, SpaceForce has taken the series and they are running away with the last map as well. I'm not sure if I went to the scoreboard in between rounds there. And, yeah. I don't think I put the points up, but it's fine. Lionheart. Tucked in and protected from the back, just waiting for other Lionheart to come around the corner. Lion on lion action, and the obvious Lionheart 1.0 comes out ahead. 4Q trying to throw a nade over here, it looked like, but it got stuck in the tree. Now Lionheart is on the flank. Can he do it fast enough to stop them from capping? I don't think he has to worry about it. There are 4 members of SpaceForce up, defending the cap, and only 2 members of Silent but Deadly still up. This is not looking good for the happy farters. Let's see what we have. Mooney half and his freakishly tall self doesn't even have to try to look through this fence. And he comes around the corner firing, takes down Steve.
Another 1 lane 2. I got 1 down and there's another 1 lane 2.
It's not the key I wanted. Lionheart coming up on the backside, though. Looking for 4Q, just running all over the map. There he is. He saw him right there. He sees the gun. He's just waiting. 4Q didn't hear him? Now we heard him. And a trade comes out. However, that was the last member of Silent but Deadly, so SpaceForce takes it. That's 3 points now on Suburbia. Now, the next objective is what I would consider the hardest objective on this map. Also, I forgot to turn on the lasers. I will do that in the next round. Possibly the last round. But I will do it. This is the South Garage objective. Silent but Deadly is on defense, so I think that they have the advantage, but they are only playing with 4 players. I don't know what happened to Silent Night, but he is out of here. Here it is, what's possibly the last round of the series. Alright, I believe I turned on the lasers. I did turn on the lasers.
Hey there.
It's a nifty little feature. I like it.
You touching my ass?
What is going on here? Are we all just hiding and waiting? Oh, look at that nade. Oh, that's a smoke. Man. It's like a laser light show out here. Diesel downing 4Q. Man, I never want someone to use this on me. I don't want people to see my gun going all over the place. Lionheart picking up driver. It is very cool to see when someone shoots the reaction of someone else's gun. Lionheart PC downing Diesel as well. Lionheart VR taking out Enoch. Lionheart PC trying to get him but can't find it. Lionheart VR across the street. Valkyrie revives Diesel. Oh, Steve had a nade in his hand at the wrong time. Lionheart is in there. Oh, can he cap from right there? Oh my God. No. No, Steve missed him. Oh, no. No. Oh, man. SpaceForce taking a 5-0 victory on the last map. That was brutal. Steve had grenades in his hand and was pulling the pin as Lionheart ran around that corner. And then he just, he didn't see it because of the smoke. Man. Well, that is it for Saturday night. I don't believe there are any more casted matches tonight. Let me take a look real quick to make sure. Yep, no more casted matches tonight. Tomorrow, we have a casted match at 2 p.m. Eastern, at 8:30 Eastern, and 9:30 Eastern. So make sure to tune in for those. It's Pacifist versus Dead Logic, SMC Tactical versus Danglers, and Fury versus Mayhem. Yep, that's it. I appreciate everyone hanging out in chat and those cheers and biddies and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, that's it for me. Enjoy the rest of the stream, and good night, everybody.